You never listen to me and you're not trying to understand what I'm saying is how mine and my dad's arguments used to sound like. Hi, my name is Sam, and I've chosen to look at the communication between me and my father, Lars. I have a really strong relationship with my dad. He's my best friend. He sets solid boundaries and guidelines for me, but also gives me really good advice. He's both my parent and my best friend. My whole life I've communicated with him face-to-face or over the phone, and now that I'm a couple thousand miles away, we can only talk through the phone and through text, which causes a lot of miscommunication. Let me discuss how our miscommunication looked before everything that I was taught in this class. Something that I've had trouble with has been expressing my feelings. For example, expressing when I'm mad at him or when I'm sad and need a comfort is something that I'm still trying to learn to be better at. My communication skills before this class were not that great, probably about a 3 out of 10, so not super exceptional. The skill that I've chosen in a communication situation was eye language. I try and use this to change the tone of the conversation so that me and my dad can better understand each other's thoughts and feelings. A situation where I used eye language and saw a change in communication was when me and my dad fought over the phone. The situation where I used eye language, kind of helped relieve some of those issues and some of the, defensiveness. I'm originally from Mississippi, but obviously I live here now, so the only type of contact we have, like I said, is through the phone, which causes a lot of miscommunication. In this case, I felt as if eye language really helped me communicate what I was feeling, so we both understood each other correctly and could avoid further miscommunication. In the fight, my dad did not seem to understand or listen to what I was saying, but instead of saying, "You don't listen to me," I tried saying, I see and know that you're trying to help the behavior, but I feel as if you're not listening to me, how I felt, to what I'm saying, and it feels as if you don't care." That would be my interpretation of the situation, and that makes me feel not understood and sad, which would be the consequences of his behavior. Using eye language made my dad feel less defensive and a little more civil enough to actually try and understand what I was saying and ask me more follow-up questions when he didn't understand. I felt more heard and understood as I got to explain what I was feeling. We were able to talk to each other in a civil and understanding way. He was able to listen and understand better where I was coming from. I feel as if it went better than expected and had a really good outcome. Eye language is a really good way to communicate your feelings instead of starting an argument or provoking one. Using eye language is better for both individuals, even though it can be hard when you're already kind of in the midst of the argument. Now that I've explained the communication situation, when I use eye language, I want to further explain why I think this works so well for me and is a good communication skill. I believe that using eye language improves communication between two people and creates a better understanding for one another. I blame my dad even though it wasn't his fault, and by using eye language, it reduces the defensiveness in the conversation so we could be more calm and civil and both listen to each other and kind of understand each other's thoughts and feelings and where the other party was coming from. I believe that it's easy to deny responsibility and use you language when it comes to our parents because we have an urge to fight against what they're saying if we don't like it, and our parents can often take a harsh tone with their teenagers as well. This is why I will be using eye language in practicing it in the future with conversations and arguments. Thank you.